Thompson. Russell. Substitute Farrell. Heath. Every pass Burnley make is applauded as Ayres tries a shot. And he's certainly trying to make an evening out of it, David Ayres. Loving life here at Burnley. Always said when he was at Blackpool that he'd like a bigger club. Jimmy Mullen, his former Blackpool boss, came in and signing for a second time. Ellis, can Conroy get there? Yes, he does. Forces Beresford into the save. He was claiming, I think, that may be a back pass. Certainly wasn't. Russell. Oh, beautiful skill. Teases two defenders, leaves them sitting on the floor. The cross not quite good enough, it's still not over. Russell gets it back, the man who started the move. Suspicion of handball. Corner is all that Russell gets for his troubles. A rather special performance. Rooster, rooster, the cry from the Burnley fans who've taken him to their heart. Over the head of the goalkeeper, away shouts the keeper. It's not cleared. Oh, thumps the back of the Preston defender's head. It's mayhem. Player goes down. And what's he given this time? Indirect free kick, one way or the other. Obstruction, I presume, Mr. Harrison has given. He's explaining to the Burnley attackers rather than the Preston defenders what went on there. And the foot came in rather high. I would have thought that was dangerous play. Teasing everybody, Francis! Well, what can you say? 3-1's the score. And there hasn't been a dull moment, and most of the excitement hasn't been provided by the players, it's been provided by the referee, who appeared wrong to give that decision. As it happens, Burnley score anyway. He's just entertaining us. The goal from Francis. Too far for Reina, wanted it to his feet. Strong challenge from Wally. Davis comes away with it. Heath, perfect control and pass all in one. Francis. Pull back the furthest man forward. To Deary, tries a curly-whirly and gets a goal. Jimmy Mullen's enjoying this. One of the easiest nights of his managerial career. It's just a case of shooting practice now. Measham played it to Deary, and maybe if the circumstances were different he wouldn't have tried that shot, but it's the kind of spot you pick on the training ground. Lovely curling left footer. And 4-1 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate. Well, it won't get any better than this for Jimmy Mullen. He can just sit back and enjoy the game now. Nothing to worry about. Be happy. Thompson to Farrell. Flag stays down. O'Hanlon comes off his line. Francis just teases, chips, and doesn't make it. Came completely out of the blue, that. Good piece of opportunism. Francis had timed his run well. Meanwhile, it's back at the other end. Burnley go again. Davis is desperate to score a goal. Farrell. Russell dropping deeper and deeper. To Heath. They're just walking in and now. Excellent save from O'Hanlon. It's been been a game of incidents, and that by far the best save of the night, pure reflex. Russell again, going to have another go. Just eyes at the target, and O'Hanlon keen to get the ball back into play, but a brilliant save by the Irishman. As the ball came in at the near post, off his own defender, last thing he was expecting, and a tremendous reflex stop. And you must say Burnley have handled this very professionally. They have only gone forward and attacked when they've really had to, not making the pain worse for Preston North End. And poor old Callum O'Hanlon is working overtime. You have the feeling if Burnley really wanted to, they could just be queuing up and adding even more to the total. There's so much time and space. It's really the goalkeeper against the home side at the moment. And 90 minutes are up into extra time, and Callum O'Hanlon is quite literally working overtime, clashing with his own defender. Looked as though he got fingertips to the ball, but in the end, the referee judges that it had just carried for a goal kick. Mr. Harrison blows the final whistle of the evening, a game which was started off in controversial fashion by Kevin Russell's goal early on in the game. Handshakes from the managers. It's been a good-spirited game in the end, despite the sending off of Paul Masefield in the first half. And poor old Paul Harrison, centre player off, gave a controversial goal, booked a wrong player, and then an eventful start to the second half, a goal within something like 13 seconds. And quite safely, it's Burnley who go through to the draw for the second round of the Coca-Cola Cup tomorrow morning. They win 4-1 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate.
Well, an exhilarating performance by Burnley, some really lovely stuff, quick and incisive football, and no one reacted quicker than Adrian Heath in setting up the opening goal for Kevin Russell. Now, what about the referee's role in it? Because the linesman clearly signalled for an offside.
My linesman quite clearly indicated an offside, as there was no forward anywhere near to take advantage of that. The ball was going through to Kieran, the goalkeeper. I acknowledged my linesman's signal and shouted to Kieran to play on advantage. For some reason, Kieran didn't play on, and he must have thought I belonged for the offside, and unfortunately he picked the ball up, so I penalised him for handball outside the penalty area.
Bet you thought it was Christmas Day, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, they don't come along very often, so when it did, you know, I was really pleased.
Were you in a state of shock?
I was for a few seconds, I must admit, yes.
What were your words like when you saw the ball had gone into the net and the referee had allowed it?
I don't think I could repeat them on the TV, to be honest with you.
There was about wasn't just one player offside, about 3 or 4 players offside. That's the way I saw it. And Callum says that he heard a whistle as well, so it was just a misunderstanding. And perhaps we should have had a bounce up or something like that.
That was unfortunate, a misunderstanding. Maybe the sending off wasn't so, was it?
I don't know. I mean, I know the boy Paul Masefield. We took him from Stockport. I've been working with him for the last 3 months. He's a lovely lad. He's got nothing malicious in him at all. He just mistimed his tackle. To be quite honest, I thought perhaps some of the Burnley players overreacted.
It was serious foul play, in my opinion. That's it, basically.
Are you angry at all inside?
No, of course not. These things happen. We just hope they iron themselves out over the season. We knew we wasn't going to win the Coca-Cola Cup, so we'll go in and win our league now, I think.
Well, no shortage of talking points in that match, and certainly no debating Burnley's superiority.